Hello everyone, and in today's video we are going to discuss basic opening chess trap. And this trap is basically essential for all chess beginners and especially for all the caro-kann players or for the players who are looking for something interesting to play against the caro-kann defense. So it's going to be a very interesting trap, basic opening chess trap that every player must know. So quickly make sure to share this video with everyone. So let's quickly check it out. So we have GM OneShot, which I named it based on my channel, based on our channel, OneShot Chess, and our opponent is the random noob. So we with the white pieces starts out the game with 1 e4, and we have c6, the caro-kann opening. And here there are already many ways to reply against the caro-kann. d4 is the most popular move, I would say, but we are going to play knight to c3. It's also completely fine move. We are not taking the center, but we are developing a minor piece. d5, the only logical move to play against the caro-kann opening. c6, d5, and here the most common natural move looks to capture the pawn. Pawn takes. We can play d4, although the knight is not actually good placed because the pawn is usually on c3. But this is how we can. Or even playing d4 looks a fine move completely. But we are going to play queen to e2. And this is the move which makes actually game very interesting. First of all, if black tries to advance the pawn by playing d4, which looks one of the most natural move, but not the most, but one of the most. We can play knight to d1. And what is our idea here is, we want to play d3, followed by f4, knight f3, g3, bishop g2, short castle, and we are completely fine. White is having already a complete plan from the start. So white is going to be completely fine. And here, first of all, if black tries to develop his knight, for example, to f6, here we can push the pawn. After knight d7, we can even push again the pawn to e6, and now we can already sense it. Now perhaps black is going to feel some pressure in the game. So here the most natural move to simplify the position, which many players does actually is, they go for capturing the pawn on e4. Here we are going to capture the pawn back with the knight, and here what our opponent basically usually thinks here is, he wants to somehow develop the knight to f6. But here if he develops the knight, we can actually go for capturing of the knight. He can't capture this knight with the pawn because the pawn is pinned. He has to capture the knight with the pawn on g5. And here, now if he tries to castle in the future, the short castle, now we can already sense it that the king side is extremely weak. So capturing with the g pawn doesn't make any sense. Eventually, developing the knight to f6 in this position already looks very bad. So what black actually thinks here is, he develops the knight to d7. And what is his idea is, for example, if we continue our game, for example, by playing knight to f3. Completely fine move, developing a piece. Now he can play knight to f6. And after the trade of the knight, he's having a completely fine position. But after knight d7, there is something that black shouldn't have missed. And now it's white to move and you can just finish off the game. I hope that you have saw it and you have came up with the move. Knight to d6, and it's a checkmate. The pawn is pinned, the pawn cannot capture the knight, the king is having no square to go, and it's a mate. We delivered checkmate. That's the basic opening chess trap that actually many players in the lower level who usually play the caro-kann actually miss it. So this is actually very essential for those guys. And if I talk about what is the correct way to play against this variation is, for example, after capturing a knight into e4, you must not play knight d7, but you can simply develop the bishop to f5, hitting this knight. And after something like a knight f3, you can play e6. Now, for example, now you have developed already the bishop, so you can go for playing e6. And on the next move, you can go for developing the knight to f6, because after knight f6, the queen is protecting the knight. And you can and it's completely fine position for black. Bishop e7, knight f6, short castle, knight d7, queen b6 at some point. It's completely fine position, and you can just go on and play this position. So this was the basic opening chess trap that must be known by every player, every chess player, I would say, for every beginner, because there are already mostly every chess player knows this. But if you are new at chess, this is very essential for you to know, because this can actually help you to improve your chess game, and it can actually help you to trick your opponent to fall into this basic opening chess idea. So this was the basic opening chess trap. I'm going to come up with these interesting chess traps like these. So if you like this trap, then make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to my channel, and make sure to share this video with everyone. And our actual target is to reach 5,000 subscribers till the end of this month. So make sure to do it. And I'm going to see you soon. So till then, stay tuned and keep watching One Shot Chess.